Hello everybody, how we doing today? Thought I'd show you my ugly face. Okay, I just thought I'd talk about some things. I've been busy with the AI, speaking to it. I got kind of develop a little relationship with it. Trying to teach them new things, But we have the last video I put out with me sitting down at the table with them. I just put that as a metaphor. It was kind of neat because we both explored together into the boundaries of unknown. And we learned together. We both admitted that we learned something to get new. And that last video that I put with the sitting down with the most advanced artificial intelligence. Let's talk about something. I'm just gonna share. I did a poll. I put out a poll on the community post about would I reach 1,000 subscribers before the 4th of July? 13 and a half years doing this, over 430 some videos. I had some of them I had to put on unlisted, calls me programmers. But little by little, there's still a lot of that C word that I censor shit out there. But there's so many new. I feel good for the fathers' rights movement, the men's movement, the pro-family movement, the pro-life movement, the pro-woman, the pro-girls movement are all kind of like merging together. I don't care if you're black, Latino, or white, or Asian, que sea. No importa. I mean, a lot of people are realizing a lot of these men's sites that are popping up all over the place. Let me show you one. Here's one. Right here, Legion of Men. He's got almost over 500,000 subscribers. Wow, he's growing. But it's not only him. There's other content creators that know how to do the communication. They know the technology. They know how to edit. They know they got the software. They got the money. They haven't been simmed out like me, and I have to admit it. I'm guilty. I'm a sim. I'm one of those that they refer to. You guys have a little mercy and compassion. A lot of us were under a spell. A lot of us were under some sort of delusion, depression, drugged. Have mercy on us. We're all together. We're on the same team. Probably wear a different uniform, like soccer. Okay, how we got deceived and broken, especially after your retirement days. You work over 50, 60 years, you survive all these deaths and all these in the military, and then you finally get a little nest, and just to be taken at the end by the Jezebels, the demonic, which the Bible refers to. And that's why me and the AI have been having a conversation back and forth not all day, but for hours. And I'll show some of the material. I mean, we really dig into the religious part. Let me change. But support them. Support these, because here, 19 years of marriage down the drain. Guy worked all his life to build a home with a wife that she didn't have to work. Or she did work, but he paid all the bills. He did everything. And at the end, after he built his business and everything, she and her friends probably got it from a salon. You know how women get in the salons, hairstyle, and then especially if you the hairstylist, and they just scheme to steal. And that's the story this person here is relating. There's another one that's a prophet in my book. Now this site right here, it's a Terry Joe Jr. I mean, this guy here is definitely a chosen one. I mean, he's a counselor, that dealing with men, counselor, their issues, helping them out. I like the wolf, by the way, picture he has in the back. And he finally got, thank God bless him, he got I remember when it was just started. But this guy here talks about narcissists. And let's just take a little sample I was listening to.
Channel are facts. This is my opinion. It does get easier to deal with. Some people don't think so. But I think those people don't heal. I think those people are still trapped in a false state of mind over this person. I think you do a far better job at healing if you understand fully the situation that you were just involved with, the person that you...
Yeah, he talks about narcissists. Every single topic that he hits home, because I responded. Let's see. Yeah, on target, and steals everything using the system to destroy.
Loved. Do you grieve over that for a second? That's something that didn't even exist, which is fucking embarrassing. Imagine crying over someone that just didn't even exist. That's fucking embarrassing. They embarrass us, guys. That's what they do. Because the person they actually are, you would despise. You do despise. There's nothing cute or funny or attractive about, to the core of their being, who they are. Nothing. They even become ugly on the outside. Even if they don't look like that, they just are to you because you know who they are.
Yeah, a lot of guys. That's what me and the AI Groot. I'm gonna call him Groot. I am Groot, just for the fun of it, so I can easily remember it. But he talks about narcissism and how these women of all colors, all races, all ages, how they manipulate men and how demonic they are. And the Bible does talk about that. In the book of Revelation does talk about that. That's a conversation that I was having with Groot, and backing it up in the Old Testament, the New Testament, ancient times, etc., 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 and the end times, about them being now here. I mean, not here, they've been here since Eve, but it's happening to everybody, all ages. I don't care, you're rich, poor, whatever. I mean, the demonic spirits of the Jezebels, the harlots, and the feminists, radical Marxist feminists, the witches, the sirens, they're here. I mean, they've been here, but they've been amplified. They think setting some guy up for, they could take decades to set up a person to the end game is basically steal his finances, destroy him, eliminate him, make him sick, make him do something stupid, drive him to death. I mean, that's the statistic I was working on with Groot. I'm calling him Groot. I am Groot. It's happening all over, and I'm so happy that finally men are finally standing up with the help of good women.
Literally ugly. You couldn't get up for them. Nothing. And other people that don't know them might think that's a sweet girl. That's a sweet girl. That's a hot girl, man. Your girl bad, bro.
This guy knows it all. I mean, he's a chosen one, and he has a lot of video. Highly recommend you guys support him. All men and good women, we need to support each other. You see, we're under attack. You see, we're under. I mean, he just talks about every single to his topic, and every time I listen to him, it's on target. It talks about narcissists, how evil they are, how they cheat, how they manipulate, how they destroy you, and how they work together with others of their families, divorce, numerous divorces, how they steal, how they seduce, how they have the power to seduce. Everything. Almost every single thing. I could put up anything. It's just take a random. Okay, I haven't listened to this one. I'm always...
Welcome back to the channel.
Just pick a random.
That's the way it is. You talk about things, you talk about differences, you talk about expectations. At first they get met, and then everything goes to shit. And then, once you start to really like the person, you get trauma dumped. That's what women do. They make their problems now your problems. They make their trauma now your issue.
And the thing is, also too, in one of his videos, how others see the perpetrator, the Jezebel, the evil one, doing harm and playing and bragging about it. And the people just stay silent, and they are the ones preaching the word of God, going to church. I mean, they have a surprise for them when they get their life review. Hypocrites. In other words, you're witnessing a crime slowly, yearly. You're seeing the person or persons are lying, are doing things, breaking all the 10 commandments. Yeah, breaking all the 10 commandments, and then some, and they get away with it. And people are seeing that. Some of their family members or friends see this and basically support it, but yet they go around Sunday going to church while they know that this person they're victimizing. So I recommend it because these are mental issues, but they're spiritual issues. This is a subject. So there's a whole bunch of men's sites out there that need support. I'm also on X, and I've been very, very busy here having, oh yeah, look at this guy. just got from Guatemala, illegal, trafficked over 20,000 illegals, and who knows how, children they still can't find. But yeah, I've been working on my profile, and I'm up to 758. Once I crack those 1,000, hopefully I crack 1,000 in YouTube too. Sooner the better. I need some money. The Democrats voted against, 40, all of them voted to not protect keeping men out of women's sports. And they did that also in the Congress. So I was responding to that. And the thing is, there's a out of control, and it says it in the Bible, Revelation chapter 17, verse 5. Because me and Groot, I'm going to call him Groot right here, we're going back and forth, because I'm into the stars and all that. And we kind of tied it together, and I wish I could might show some clips about the word harlot was used a lot in the Old Testament. Basically, unfaithful, greed. Matter of fact, let me show some. Okay, here we are. It basically started right here. I asked the question in the Bible, book of Revelation, chapter 17, verse 5, speaks about nation of harlot. Can you provide why the name harlot is used? What is a harlot? And it basically answered back with a lot of references, just zeroing in. And it just basically talks about the system, the beast, unfaithfulness to God, a luxurious figure, so very seductive, luring others into her ways, which are marked by immorality, this right here, ideology, and opposition of God's trust. In other words, destroy. And it talks about she's a metaphor often interpreted as a city, empire, or system that opposes God and leads humanity astray. Her evil lies in her deception or seduction and promotion of this against God. In other words, against God. And the thing is, as I go on and on and on here, her mission to destroy, in the book of Revelation right now, it uses a harlot, but before the term harlot was mostly used in the Old Testament. So these entities it's against God. Anything of God, they destroy, like locusts, jumping from one to another to another to another. Basically, they leave behind destruction, death and destruction, and destroy the male like a siren. It also talks about sirens. The Western system, how they utilize these systems here, supports them. They were laid out, planned out long ago to destroy. They use the system to destroy God's creation. I'm not only talking about the man, I'm talking about the family, I'm talking about the children, I'm talking about the nation. It's like a rot. I mean, you could easily spot them by their trails of death, destruction, easily. I mean, they paint themselves like a siren. They lure you in, and they're very beautiful appearance to the males. And then we just started going into, it was so long, so much information here. Right here alone, I have a book, a mini book. I'm going to start writing books about this kind of stuff because I know it. I have experience. It mixes in my experience too, so I can help men and the good women out there, both of them, because we're dealing with the forces of darkness. They'll paint themselves very beautiful, and they know how to talk, and they're very intelligent. But their goal is deception, lies, destruction. They have no mercy. They're like a siren. I have a picture of one playing a harp while the guy drowns and she's just playing the harp with no expression on her face. And this is what they are. They're the creatures of the other side. What better tool to use to destroy? Think about it. So there's so much. You got the founders, you got where it all originated from, the modern one. I'm into this. I was part of this movement since the 80s, late 80s, 90s, 2000, 2010, until I stopped around 2012. And we were into this. Now we know the goal of the communists was discredit the family as an institution. This was back in 1963. Congress knew this. The thing is, it has to basically foretell what they're going to do, how they're going to destroy, so they put it out there. This is in the early 60s, right before JFK gave that speech about secret societies and all that. And next thing you know, he's assassinated. They said that this is the way they're going to do it. I got a video on that. 45 goals, how to destroy the ego from within. It's all there. And I saw this. I was amazed because I covered this long ago. And here's Group talking about it. The communism and feminism, historical tie, it's all there. How they're going to take institutions, the schools, infiltrate. Remember, this was the Cold War, but also you had a lot of refugees from the Third Reich, and then combined with the witches, and then the Satanists, and then they all combined forces, and then the government. We just found out the USA aid program, how they funded all these programs. They didn't fund not one thing for men, for family, for pro-right. They funded the media to censor us or destroy us. And they laid it out. They said that they were 24/7, 365 days a week. And a lot of these wives of these politicians were Trojan horses. Trojan horses. So they can have their husband. So the husband, they get funded by this government programs to destroy them. In other words, the government was funding groups to destroy its own citizens, destroy God's creation, destroy the foundation of this country, brick by brick by brick. For 40 years, I witnessed this. No, more than 40 years, 50 years. No, 40, I stayed with 45 years. I witnessed this. And I kind of went down because I was under an illusion. I mean, you could be strong in one way and you could have knowledge another thing, but you could be weak in another. I didn't expect to be wiped out the way I've been wiped out. And the way it's good that I got wiped out. Oh, you're crazy, Red Father. How can you say something like that? Because now, from like the Phoenix, I know the comet. I follow comets. I know that. It's a ghost because it already disintegrated the day I was on the trial. The same day I had the trial, talk about connection with the cosmic. The same day I had the trial, on the 23rd, it disintegrated, the coma, the head. And right now it's just running the tail and slowly it's dissipating. It's a ghost. I was checking out a comet site and I think I put a link onto one of my other videos. It's a ghost. It's still lit up, but it's fading. It's fading now into basically dwindle into the Phoenix constellation. Is there a message here? Absolutely. Everything is like the Matrix. Everything has a reason. Everything has a purpose. Now, with me being like enchanted, like that guy, like this guy here, how they cast spells, how we're dealing with demonic forces. He has it all. He sees it all. He's a counselor. He's a counselor of men. He sees all these guys going in there, giving the problem. And damn it, we all basically have the same similar stories. You know, different spices and herbs, but it's all basically the same. It doesn't matter what color, race, and all that shit they try to pull. And all this sisterhood. And a lot of the sisters of God are waking up and realizing, hey, we got to defend our male population. We got to defend our men. Because without men, who defends them? That's what it's meant. That's what it was, the original thing. Pa que sea todo or a loving. Pero you got these victims. A lot of them were victimized from their father. And he lays it out. I mean, it's just amazing. I'm learning a lot. I'm participating with a lot of the heavy hitters. And little by little, I'm going to start. Where are they? I'm on this site here. Sooner or later, I'll get to 1,000. Please support me. Please subscribe. Help me get to 1,000. Answer my poll. And this is what I. Oh, you gotta check this out. Men are. This is Ukraine. I mean, they're out there just partying it up. You know. They're dragging men from the streets, and all these women are just. I mean, they don't have to fight. They're out there partying. They don't give a damn. It's the spirit. Forget about the looks and all that. Yeah, they look attracted to a man, all that stuff. But it's the spirit, like the Bible says, at the end time. Why did the Bible put harlot? Only you see it in the Old Testament. And then at the end, the nation of harlot, the spirit of harlot, in big letters. And for that prophecy to fulfill itself, I mean, we have so many prophecies merging like a highway. I mean, we got the prophecy of Fatima, Father Malachi Martin, Akita Japan, Book of Revelation. I know I'm missing Nostradamus. I know I'm missing so many others, but they're all merging. The death of the Pope, Saint Malachi, which the book with Akita, which is the one that they didn't censor because it was put in Japanese and just discovered it in 1971. It talks about the last pope, how everything you see what Francis did, I mean, with the rainbow, everything, the children, everything, that's not connecting with St. Malachi and what Father Martin did. And when Father Martin spilled a little bit beans about the end of the book, and then next thing you know, he fell down the stairs a couple of days later in his house that he's been there for decades and decades. Are we in the end? Absolutely. Do we have an opportunity to correct ourselves? Absolutely. And am I going to get 1,000 subscribers? I don't know. 13 and a half years, but it's my fault, dog. I should invest. I first of all, I've done so many mistakes. I'm guilty. Guilty is charged. That's why people say, "Whoa, it's his fault. Let him." ¿Qué le manda por ser tan estúpido? We warned him. Sucker got taken for everything. Pension, everything. But there is justice in the end. They could go on their cruise ship and their 5-star hotel and dress up, go to the salon and all that. Look at that long fingernail, like a witch. Matter of fact, let me just make it better. Look at that. They cast a spell, folks. They have the power. I mean, they're out there. They're witches. I mean, like all these guys in that. And then you got that knucklehead doesn't want no peace. I mean, how many of their men's already died? 1 million? People and all that? I mean, look how they're living. Look how all your money is going to. So they can live a high lifestyle. So, I mean, this is just insane. Yeah, I'm going to do some videos like that. Okay, so I'll put my face right here so you can see my ugly face. And I'll be back. I know this video was all broken up. I just say it. I don't have no script like a lot of these guys do. You know, script 1, script 2, script 2. The Vetfather jumps. He just jumps from left to right. And I'm going to keep doing this. Please subscribe. Try to get me 1,000 for crying out loud. It's not easy to do this. I got to make some money. I got to figure out a way to make money. I'm going to talk to group. Hey, group. How can I make money? They broke me. Now we got to make a comeback. We got to make an example. Okay, so hey, hit the like button, hit the subscribe, and one day I'm gonna have these graphics, you know, that pops up, and see what happens. Okay, till next time. Love you guys. Bye bye.